Today, I'm going to play with Conair's, their new Cool Air Curler. And this right here retails for $79.99 at my local Ulta. So this right here has a unique design. The outer barrel, it has a cooling system. So this opens up, it's a flat iron. You got plates on the inside. Then on the outside, this is where the cool air comes out. So you have a low, medium, and a high heat setting. And then you also, I guess, choose if you want the fan on or off. It has two settings. Right now it's blinking, so I'm assuming it's heating up. Okay, so the fan turned on once the flat iron is heated all the way. And it heated quite quick, honestly. I would say maybe not even 30 seconds. So when you're touching it, you can feel the air coming out from right here next to the release button. I'm touching it on the outside and I can feel a little bit of warmth coming from the sides where the plates are. But right here, most of the barrel is nice and cool. Okay, let's style the hair. So I had to read the settings. You do have an option to turn the fan off, which is great. So we might as well do half and half. Left is going to use the fan, right without the fan. Let's do this. We're gonna do high with fan, high without fan. And that is essentially 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Let go. Oh, it's falling out. Ooh, that was bad. Ooh, what is that? Ew, that looks so bad. I'm gonna redo that. I'm gonna hold the hair, like help it down. See that perfection? Wow. The one thing I am seeing with this, the hair does fall out of the plates because the plates are not as tight as your regular curling iron with a clip, just because it doesn't want to be so rough and tug on your hair really bad. So you are seeing that it's going very smooth and gentle on the hair. I'm also finding that keeping the hair in the center, or at least close to the center, I'm getting the best results, and kind of guiding the hair with the plates instead of just letting the hair go. So you do have to use two hands to get the best results, because you guys saw the hair just kept falling out. I think what is making this really easy is you just twist this curler. Instead of twisting your wrist awkwardly, you just twist this and it kind of just does a job for you. The one thing is keeping that twist consistent. Like, how many times am I twisting? You know? And I'm trying to take different size sections to see what works best and what doesn't. But so far, they look somewhat consistent. Oh my gosh. I mean, these are ringlets. Ringlets. So, again, it's gonna make a huge difference with how many twists you do. I mean, you can see, look at that. It doesn't feel hot. It's warm, but it's not hot.
It does feel like it's cooling it off?
Yeah, to a point it does. I like that it smooths the hair out, kind of like the Dyson in a way. You see how it's twisting the hair? It doesn't twist it in the flat iron. It kind of straightens it out in a way. Watch. See? It tries to straighten it a little bit here and there. Look at that. See that? The air flying out? Definitely doesn't straighten as well. I think one of the best parts about this is not even the air, it's that it keeps the section in the plates. Remember those other ones that we tried that also had the release mechanism, but the plates, they were so far apart, like they weren't close enough, and the hair just kept falling out? The ones from Amazon? That's what I was kind of concerned about with this one. See, some of the sections I can hold it without guiding. It definitely holds the hair better when you're all the way almost up here. You start at the very top and then it makes its way down. The ends look kind of frizzy on both sides. Just because the plates are not as tight as a regular flat iron. You definitely have to be very consistent because otherwise they start looking really bad. You see? I'm not doing this the good process. And again, horrible result. I mean, I can actually feel the heat on this when it comes off. Like, I wouldn't say these are burning hot, but this definitely, like, this side is already completely cooled off. You can definitely feel somewhat of a difference from side to side with the fan versus without the fan. I think it definitely works to a point, but like I was telling Andre in the middle of curling my hair, because I was turning it on and off, I was trying to give it a little bit of time to cool off the barrel. So maybe there is going to be some discrepancies at the very end of the day, but we'll see. I'm gonna shake my hair out now that the right side has time also to cool off. And I'm not going to brush my hair out, I'm just gonna shake my hair out just because I personally don't like the look of ringlets for me, especially when I did it like this. I like it more volumized, more texture, and the waves broken apart. And I only do this once I really gave time for the style to set. All right, I'll see you guys in a little bit and we'll see how the curls last, which side is going to look best, or if they're gonna be completely even. I'll see you guys at the end of the night. It's the end of the night. You guys ready to see the results? This still looks pretty good. The first section, it was the worst section, and it's still looking like the worst section. That's where I basically lost most of that wave. But everything else, guys, look at this. Those are some pretty great results for the end of the night. And today's weather, it has been really wet outside. It's been raining. We got into the rain a little bit, and I'm still shocked that my hair still looks this good. This part right here looks really bad. I'm just looking in other places. A little bit right here underneath, it's not looking as good. I think they both still look really good, but I'm really curious to see how they're gonna look tomorrow morning. So I'm not gonna end the video here. I'm gonna end it tomorrow morning. I'm really curious to see how this hair lasts all night long. It's the next morning and this is what we're looking like. There's still quite a bit of wave happening. With the left side, this is where we did the air shot or the cool shot. And you can see the curls are still, they're quite defined, but they're not even and they're not as consistent as the right side. Everything's kind of falling into a pattern altogether. And I think that it just depends what you're looking for. And the one thing with this tool, I was saying even from the beginning, you have to be really consistent with how many twists you do, how you even hold the tool. So it's not like you just kind of go for it. You can, but it's not going to be as consistent. But in regards to the cool air shot, the setting, do I think it's worth it? Honestly, yeah, why not? Like I feel like the curls are still a little bit tighter, but on both sides, curls or just waves, they fell out. This one is almost gone underneath. This side right here, same thing. It's kind of, some areas it's kind of fallen out, but I feel like for some reason on this side, it's a little more consistent. I am still gonna play with this tool quite a bit to really play with the different temperature settings, because I did use the highest heat setting, which I never do, which was at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. I usually stick below 350 and even lower, like around 330. So I'm curious to see how the waves are going to hold up with the lower heat setting. But I'm really surprised and shocked that we still have quite a bit of style left from yesterday. Obviously the curls fell out on both sides, but I personally like the look of this side better. It's a little softer. It's not as defined as, no, it's not as textured. It's not as, there's not too much happening on this side. It's all the same. It's more of a very consistent look. On this side, there's kind of like a little bit of everything happening in my opinion, which sometimes I do enjoy, but I don't know, honestly. I think they both did good. It's the same tool. It's just depending if you're going to use the cool shot or not while you style. Okay, so overall, I think the price is fair. Honestly, I would purchase this closer to around $50 because there's not much offering to this tool besides this right here. And I just wish it opened up a little bit more. I was kind of struggling with that. And you do have to be careful not to get your hair stuck towards the very bottom of the barrel. And another thing is, there is definitely a learning curve to this. I was trying to see where is the best place to hold the section of hair within the plates, and it was definitely closer to the right here bottom or the top, depending which way you're looking at it, but closer to right here. That way once it wraps around, it goes through the middle and it comes out towards the middle, not towards the bottom, because towards the bottom the hair slides out really easily. And I did have to hold a lot of the sections while gliding through the plates, and then just kind of learning how many twists you do, what you like best, things like that. At first the settings were kind of hard to figure out. And the one thing is, there is no lock mechanism on here, so I did have to adjust the settings quite a bit of time while I was styling my hair. So keep that in mind. You just make sure you kind of look at the settings once in a while to make sure what you wanted is still on. But yeah, I think this is a really great tool for those that like the flat iron curls / waves, depending how tight or how loose you do them. The release mechanism is good, but I think you do have to be quite comfortable with this, just in case if your hair is coarse, if your hair is thick, or if it gets stuck within the plates really easily, you might have to use a release to kind of help release the hair from the plates. I like this tool, but I don't love it just yet, just because I'm not sure how the curls / waves are going to hold up on a lower heat setting. And also the release mechanism, you kind of have to be careful not to, you know, tug on your hair, but I do appreciate that it was a lot gentler than I was expecting. I personally don't think it's good at straightening hair. It's more for curling / waving. Again, depends on your technique, but straightening hair, the plates are way too, I don't know. I feel like you'd have to really hold the plates right here at the end and to just help it straighten down. But I'm gonna leave it there. Please share your experience if you have this tool. What kind of hair do you have? What kind of styles have you created? What do you like it best for? But for now, thank you for watching and spending time with me, and I'll see you in the next one very soon. Bye.